Okay. Think about how often people stop to get an iced coffee before class, on the way to work, or even just a treat during the day. It might not seem like a big deal, but spending $5 or $6 each day can add up to over $100 a month. And that's a lot of money for something that you can easily make yourself at home. Today I want to show you how to make an iced coffee at home in a quick and simple way. I'll start by explaining the ingredients you'll need, and then I'll walk you step by step on how to make the iced coffee. And then finally, I'm going to share some helpful tips to make your iced coffee taste better, even better than a store-bought iced coffee. So let's begin with the ingredients. One of the best things about iced coffee is that it doesn't require anything complicated or expensive. The first and most important ingredient is obviously the coffee. You can brew this however you want, a coffee machine, a Keurig, or even just instant coffee. What matters most is that it's already made and has time to cool down. If the coffee is too hot, it'll melt the ice, so it's important to let it sit. Next, you're going to need ice. Ice is what gives iced coffee its refreshing and cold temperature. You can use regular ice from your freezer, and you could adjust it how much you use depending on how cold you want your drink to be. So another important ingredient is creamer or milk. This is what gives your iced coffee a smoother, richer taste. You can use regular milk, flavored creamer, half and half, or even non-dairy options like almond milk or oat milk. This part is really based on personal preference. You can also add cold foam, which is optional but very popular, my favorite personally. Cold foam is a light, creamy topping that sits on top of the coffee and adds a nice texture. Lastly, there is sweetener, and not everyone likes their coffee sweet, but if you do, you can add sugar, creamer, or flavored syrups like vanilla or caramel. And this is another part where you can customize your drink. So now that I've gone over the ingredients, let's talk about how to actually make the iced coffee. So next is brew and cool your coffee. I let mine sit, and now I'm going to pour it into my cup. Cooling the coffee is important because it helps prevent the ice from melting too fast. Next, you're going to fill your cup with ice. So you're going to take your cup and fill it with ice. I probably should have done this first, but it's okay. And then I only like a little bit, so once that's done, I usually fill it like halfway. And then you're going to pour the coffee over the ice, which I, again, should have done, but it's okay. And then you're going to take your creamer or milk. I have a caramel creamer. I just add that. I just add a little bit. This step changes the color of your drink, making it lighter. And next you'll add cold foam, which I don't have, but this is how you can make your drink more like a cafe drink. And this step makes it, it's like the finishing touch, it makes it look nice. And then add like sweetener or sugar, or wherever you want. I like a little bit of sugar, I'll just add that. And then after that, you're just gonna mix it in. And then that's your coffee. So that's my coffee, but before I'll finish, I'll give you some tips to make your coffee even better. So first, you can try making your coffee stronger than usual. Since the ice will melt over time, stronger coffee helps the flavor from becoming too weak. Second, you can freeze coffee into ice cubes ahead of time. This is a great trick because when those cubes melt, they won't water down your drink, and they'll actually keep the coffee flavor strong. Another tip is to experiment with the flavors. You can try different creamers, syrups, or even add things like cinnamon or vanilla extract to create your own version of iced coffee. Lastly, if you plan ahead, you can make a larger batch of coffee and keep it in the fridge so it's ready to use whenever you want your coffee. So overall, today I showed you how to make iced coffee at home by going over the ingredients, explaining each step, and sharing a few tips to improve the flavor. Making iced coffee at home is simple, customizable, and much more affordable than buying it every day. And once you get used to making it yourself, you can save tons of money and still enjoy your drink that tastes as good, if not better, than what you get at a coffee shop. And again,